Hey, what's up you guys? After Show Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Batwoman. This is season 1, episode 8. Let's go through the comments from the last episode. So it's like quite interesting that like every week we've had a Batwoman reaction, but last week we did not. So it was like kind of like a way to tell how many weeks we've been doing things, but I think so that would be, I think this would technically be in week 9 of the Arrowverse, I think. I could be wrong. Whatever. Anyways, let's go through the comments. I just scrolled, okay. Julia! Alright, I'm guessing that you liked Julia. The rifle was the assassin that was killing the scientist for Alice. He's working for Sapphire? I don't know. Oh, pronounced Sapphire. I need to like finish reading. Sapphire. Maybe not. Sapphire. Where's the I? I don't know. And Alice has some sort of history, it looks like. But the actual deal was the coil accelerator gun for some liquid that Alice called poison in the end of the episode. Alright. The point of Alice's machinations was to get what she wanted, the liquid, but not give the rifle, and I can't pronounce the name, sorry, a working Batwoman killing weapon. And she also made him kill all of the people who worked on it, so no one could fix it or recreate it. Okay. The ending with Jacob unmasking and revealing himself to be Mouse is definitely a nod to a surprise face mask ripping reveals that Mission Impossible film franchise is known for. Really? I didn't know that was a thing. And as you know, DeGray Scott was in Mission Impossible. He was? I know this? What? When? Where he also did a similar reveal in that movie. That was cool. I haven't actually seen Mission Impossible. I also don't think that Jacob said anything wrong to Sophie in the flashback. Yeah. So you're agreeing with me. Okay, cool. Oh, and of course, Julia. Love Julia. Okay. Was very worried that they just introduced her to kill her, but I'm glad the show did not do that. Okay. I do not remember the last time in the Arrowverse, or anywhere else for that matter, that I wanted so much for a guest star to stick around in a recurring capacity or join the main cast and be in every episode. Maybe Elijah in TVD season 2. But what about Lexi? Just saying. Unlike Batwoman, unlike Batman and Robin bullshit, Julia is actually Alfred's daughter in the comics. Alright. I think I was told that, actually. In the New 52 continuity, she is biracial, half black, and in the show, the actress Christina Wolf is obviously all white, so there was some backlash to that. Oh. Interesting, okay. But to be fair, well, you know what? They absolutely should have made her half black. They absolutely should have. With all of this, like, you know, race bending and all that kind of stuff, I think that it would have been good for the show. I don't know. Whatever. But to be fair, in the comics, Julia was originally white, and the whole dress up as Batwoman to fool Sophie wouldn't have worked if the skin color of Julia was different from Kate's. Yeah, no, fair enough. I wasn't thinking about that. And also, I just fell in love with her, so I don't care. Thank you for taking the stance that you did about gay people. I am straight as well, but I also hate the fact that certain people think it's their business who other people are attracted to. Homophobia exists because there are unfortunately still people that are too upright and or brainwashed by whatever beliefs they hold that tell them that being gay, trans, bi, or basically anything besides being straight means that there's something wrong with you. Just to be clear, if you are any of those things, there is nothing wrong with you. If you think that there is, I'm here to tell you that there's not. You are human. You deserve to be loved just as much as anyone else. They hide behind things like the Bible, and well, you can't procreate and whatever. But I know plenty of straight people that never had kids and never wanted to, and they're perfectly fine and happy. Yeah, I don't want any kids. No, thank you. No, thank you. People, Imagine if the LGBTQ community started saying that being straight is wrong. People certainly wouldn't like that. You need to walk a mile in someone else's shoes before you can judge them. Absolutely. While I agree with what you said, there are some things that are missing. For one, some trans people are saying that if a straight man won't date a trans woman, then they are transphobic, which is essentially saying that being straight is wrong. There's nothing wrong with being part of the alphabet community, which, by the way, for those of you who are part of the LGBTQ community, do you have a problem with people referring to it as the alphabet community? I understand that saying LGBTQ is a little difficult to say, and this is coming from someone that struggles to put words together. But I'm always curious whether or not it offends them or if it doesn't offend them. Just wondering. And there's nothing wrong with being part of it. But I wish that they would stop pushing their agenda into every single TV show and movie and end up making a crap show / movie because they are so focused on the agenda that they can't seem to write half of a decent story. I think that some things definitely focus too heavily on sexuality. It's just a part of you. You don't need to overly focus on something. You don't overly focus on a straight person. Well, there's Riverdale that just has people have sex every fucking episode. I don't know. Look, I think that it's important to have, I think diversity is definitely important in any form of media. And I just think that overly focusing on the diversity aspect hurts those groups more than... it can hurt those groups more than not have... I don't know. I think there are more to humans than just their sexuality. And focusing on that part of them solely as a character doesn't really give them a lot of depth. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. And instead of changing pre-existing characters and making them part of the alphabet community or minority or whatever, grab pre-existing characters that are already part of it. There are many. Or make a new one. When they change a pre-existing character, and it's always a man they change, or a ginger, they're always changing gingers, it only shows that they don't want diversity. What they want is to destroy anything male. Okay. I think you're missing some things as well. There is a difference between knowing someone is trans and wanting to date them and finding out after you've been dating them. I think in a lot of scenarios, trans people are scared to come forward with it out of fear of rejection and humiliation. I understand that. As much as straight people go through it as well, it must be 10 times as hard for them. So they see if someone is really interested in them as a person, go on a few dates, and then reveal to them they're trans. It doesn't normally go well, but not necessarily because the other person is transphobic. It's because they don't appreciate not knowing beforehand. But as I said, trans people don't broadcast it for obvious reasons. Also, it isn't certain shows that feel like they need to push an agenda. It's the industry in general. If you don't check the representation boxes, you won't likely get greenlit. It will be difficult to get advertising, and you won't likely be renewed either. So it isn't the CW or the writers or the casting directors saying, hey, we should do this because. It's just the reality of making entertainment in today's climate. Alright. Julia getting Kate to embrace her relationship with Mary is reason enough for me to love her. I didn't actually remember her doing that, but maybe she did. I don't know. Let's get into it.
They say the choices we make define us, but despite all the darkness, despite all those who doubt, and despite my own fear that I've lost my sister forever, I choose hope that Beth is still there. Don't tell anyone, Bruce, but I think this makes me an optimist.
Nothing wrong with that.
Give me your jacket.
Wait, what?
Give me your jacket.
This is vintage, bitch. Hey, take it.
Thought it was vintage.
See, you broke the staff in two. Like I wouldn't notice.
Sorry, the record would be a whole lot cooler if it actually came apart.
It doesn't, though. So, okay,
Speak
here's
Sarah
every
Lance
location
about
the phone's gone to the past 7 days.
Where's this?
Slice of Gotham, worst breadsticks in the city. But location 2 is a little more promising. It's a warehouse in the Bowery.
And that's where she is. Don't wait up.
Well, maybe even Nightwing.
Why do I have nothing to wear?
Story of my life.
Going to kidnap me again. Do wait until I can dolly up into something with a little more flair.
You hired the rifle to kill me?
Says the walking, talking, living girl.
He shot someone that he believed to be Batwoman with the coil accelerator, a weapon designed for only one reason, to kill me. The guy who designed it was found with a butterfly knife in his heart.
Let me rephrase that. So an evil man was trying to kill my twin sister, and I ensured that that didn't happen.
What is this?
That is a multi-million-dollar piece of technology that allows the coil accelerator to penetrate your suit. That's the only one that exists on the planet. Anyone who knew how to make it is, well, exactly that. Past tense. So, you're welcome.
So the way I see it, you could either spend your Friday night in here inhaling asbestos, or you could join me in wearing this season's sexiest haute couture.
You want me to go to that thing tonight?
Okay, that thing is the Gotham Humanitarian Gala, i.e. the most important event of the season.
Honoring your mom, who told my dad that Beth was dead. Asbestos it is.
I get that we are bordering on too soon.
You sure are right in the middle of it.
I know that this isn't important to you, but it's important to me, okay?
It's just not how it works. Not after what Catherine did.
Because you gave Alice a second chance. How can you just write off my mom as Satan? You don't seem to have any problem holding out hope for the actual most evil person in Gotham.
Because she's my family.
And I'm not. Got it. I guess I am the crazy one for thinking that you and I could still be sisters.
Of course, you're my family. It's just...
Different? Yeah. Do yourself a favor, stop digging.
She
Even
feels
if I
guilty for
wanted to
giving
go,
up.
I could never do that to my dad.
You don't know? He decided to come tonight for me. Sorry for thinking that you would do the same.
Wake up, Father dear. Why, what a long sleep you've had. I thought it was high time you and I finally had a daddy-daughter chat.
And that's all I want. Come on. Not like this. Let me out of these chains.
You're not the commander here, Commander.
Kate will know I'm gone.
Will she? Because I saw her last night and there was nary a mention of you. Guess she's 0 for 2 and missing family members.
What do you want me to say? I'm sorry? There is no word to describe what it feels like to know that I left you behind.
Then find the words to explain why you never tested the skull fragments Catherine found.
I had no reason to think that she was lying.
But your daughter was missing. And this was just a handful of bones found by some woman you'd known for less than a year.
Maybe believing that you were dead was easier than waking up every morning with hope. Or going to sleep every night with a broken heart. Of course, I should have looked longer. I should have hoped harder. I should have had the DNA tested myself. I wish I could have been your father for the past 15 years, but I failed you.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you for making me who I am today.
What are you planning? Tell me what to do to stop it.
Today is the day of my mad tea party, to which you've been invited. I'm fairly certain you'll attend. Catherine will be delighted. But how can that be if you're stuck here and still the guest of honor? I guess you'll see as we drink tea and someone ends up a goner.
My dad is the head of the Crows. I mean, how is he even falling for this?
Alice has been on a killing spree since you got back. This is what's got you drinking Bruce's good stuff.
Alice was brainwashed against her own will. This is different. My dad is choosing to forgive a woman who lied about the death of his daughter.
He's not, though.
Catherine paid a team of scientists to change DNA results. My dad once found a joint in my backpack and grounded me for a whole summer. It doesn't make sense. This is not him. This isn't him.
What am I missing?
Hey, picking it up.
If you're calling with a lecture, I don't have time.
The opposite, actually. I know complicated better than anyone else, and if you want to work things out with she who must not be named, it's not my business.
Well, I appreciate that, kiddo.
And in thinking about it, I realized that I never really gave her a chance. I remember the wedding, big snowstorm, and just kept wishing that maybe if we got snowed in, you wouldn't have to get married.
If only a snowstorm were our biggest hurdle.
Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
She caught
And
you
have fun
out.
tonight.
Thanks, Kate.
I'm guessing there was no
My
snowstorm.
dad married Catherine on the hottest day of the year.
So if that's not your dad, then...
Mouse.
I like it. I like it. You figured it out.
What if we took one of our old school road trips? I was thinking down south, maybe Dollywood.
Sounds cool.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I wanted to go over tonight's agenda. As you know, this is one of the city's biggest
Oh, that's
nights,
cool.
so I need you two to run point. Sophie, you take the Alpha team and cover the interior. Tyler, you with Bravo, locking up the perimeter. Teams are already down in the theater, beginning their sweep. I want this evening to go off without a hitch.
Oh, well, I guess you're not on it.
You hate him. I get it. I would too. But he did not mean to hurt you.
You keep holding on so tightly to the childish notion that Beth is still in here.
If Beth is gone, then why did she keep this? You saved this for the same reason you saved me from the rifle. Because despite the hate, the resentment, the rage, they're still good. They're still Beth. So tell me where Dad is.
I left him in the same place he left me.
Thank you.
Kate,
He's not doing so well. You might want to be quick about it.
Did he get himself free or did she move him?
To date, the Hamilton Foundation has donated countless millions to fund work in the health, emergency relief, poverty, and education sectors, both globally and in Gotham.
What the
All
hell
these
is Class's
philanthropic
dad
efforts
doing
are
here?
spearheaded by Catherine herself. I can think of no one more deserving of the Gotham Humanitarian of the Year award than Catherine Hamilton Kane.
I don't trust him. Who spends centuries hunting you down.
Dr. Campbell. When I took over this company from my father,
Alice must be planning something at the gala, which is why she took us out.
I thought Alice was more of a slit open our necks and poses for a Tea Party type murder. Ketamine a little dull, no?
She didn't want to hurt us.
But we're talking about the same Alice, right?
She's trying to preserve some sick relationship with Kate, and killing me would...
Killing you would mean Kate would never forgive her. Because Kate's still in love with you.
Probably.
I have no idea.
And what about you? Any idea how you feel?
Didn't she just tell you no
probably figure out how to
last
get out of here.
episode? Who wants this to go so fast? I can't fucking read this shit. Ooh, sparkly.
Tonight, you honor me as one of Gotham's heroes. An honor that I bought and paid for, quite literally with blood money. My company
This
makes
reminds me
millions
of,
by putting weapons of war in the hands of Gotham's criminals.
If you know what I'm talking about.
My husband rakes in even more by protecting you from them. Quite the scam we've been running, wouldn't you say? What my husband doesn't want you to know is that the true villains of Gotham don't go by the name Joker, Riddler, or Alice. Gotham's true enemies are right in front of you.
Oh my god! TV show. You're predictable. I know it.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna need medical help and bring them here.
Okay. Oh my god.
You're not getting any medical help.
Sorry. No choice. It's okay. She made me. Stay with me. Help is on the way.
Okay, I'm in position.
Batwoman's here. Let's pounce.
I feel like that guy just fell down because he's climbing the stairs. He's all been one shot so far. That's pretty good. Aside from that one guy that just fell downstairs for no reason.
What do you want?
A simple apology.
For all the pain you've caused me.
She didn't cause you pain. I mean, the woman did.
Sorry, Alice. I just don't believe you.
Let's go, Kate.
Alice and Jacob.
She said she was sorry. I think I enjoy watching a daughter lose her mother.
I think you're enjoying
I
this.
was just inches from my own mother's severed head floating down the Gotham River after our car plummeted off the bridge.
Yeah, you don't really talk about that, do you?
Please. Please just try. I can't lose you. Please just try.
When I saw Kate grieving, I saw my own daughter. I just wanted to take away her pain. But in trying to take away Kate's pain, I gave you a lifetime of it. It's all my fault, Alice. All the lost years, all the agony you endured, it's all my fault. I'm truly sorry.
Thank you, Catherine. I do believe you've earned a draught of this tea.
Oh.
Oh, dear. Not you, too.
What?
Oh no.
What did you do?
Tell me you didn't both drink the champagne.
Oh, that's
No.
such a shame.
Mary cannot
Seems
die.
there's only an
I disagree.
antidote for
She's
one.
safe. Hey, can you not just share it?
Dad drank the champagne too. We need to go find him.
He'll be fine. He knows better than to poison himself. He poisoned you, Mary.
Jacob would never hurt us.
Getting closer.
You had someone impersonate him. The Skin Pirate. There is an escapee from Arkham.
There you go. Now, what were we talking about? Yes, the choices we make. Do choose wisely.
I mean, can you not share it? I don't understand.
If we split it, maybe we'll buy enough time to get to the emergency room.
No, Alice would have accounted for that.
No, Mom, we have to try.
Mary, listen to me. Drink it.
No, there has to be another way.
Mary, I am your mom. It's okay.
This is a selfless act.
Where's my dad? Our dad.
You'll find out soon enough.
Whatever you did, you can undo it.
But I don't want to undo it. I was locked in a cell for 11 years. What do you think put me to sleep at night? Rainbows? Unicorns? I dreamt of revenge.
What did you do? What did you do?
It was all very well to say, drink me. But the wise little Alice was not going to do that in a hurry. Oh, come on. It's not like Catherine didn't have it coming.
You poisoned Catherine.
Catherine poisoned Catherine when she slithered into our family and brainwashed our father and replaced us with that vapid, human, run-on sentence of a daughter. Catherine
Don't be mean to
brought
Mary.
this on herself, and I was more than happy to watch Daddy go down with her.
Okay, this is a bit aggressive.
That's what I thought.
We need to go.
One way or another, dear sister, you'll come to see my way.
Mom? No. Mom. Stay with me. Mom.
Kate.
Who is this?
Kate.
What did you get me for my 6th birthday?
Kate.
Alison Mouse at the gala.
What's this about?
Get out of the car, Commander.
Dad?
Call you right back. Going on, Commissioner?
Hands in the air, Kate.
But why?
Commissioner?
Jacob Kane, you're under arrest. I don't understand. What are you talking about? I've never seen that before in my
Frank?
life. What the hell is happening? Get your hands off of me!
Do you know how many horrible people that I've saved? Druggies, thugs with face tattoos. Pulled a windshield out of a guy who stole the car that he totaled. Walked out of my clinic the next day like nothing had happened. But I couldn't save her. I am so sorry, Mary. You know how she died? Exactly the way that Alice planned it. Slowly. And in pain. And the only way for her to save herself was for me to die. And she sure as hell wasn't about to let that happen. Because she is not the horrible person that you and Alice claim that she is. You are literally the last person who can bring me comfort right now. I'm gonna ask you again, Kate. Is Alice worth it? Finally. Too bad it's too late.
How can they think he actually did this?
People believe what they're told. It's human nature.
Then people are idiots. I should call Mary.
I want kids.
What?
And dog. And family traditions that we bitch about.
Okay.
I don't want to move past this today and then have it come up again in 2 years and realize that I'm wasting my life fighting for something I can't actually have.
I don't want that either.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Are you in love with me? Because if you love me, you'll be real with me right now.
I don't know.
Let's not make this any harder than it is. I think you need to figure yourself out. And when you do, and if you see the same future I do, maybe I'll still be here. Maybe I won't.
Fair enough.
We all make choices, Bruce. I chose hope. And I chose to believe Beth was still alive. I chose to save my sister from the monster she's become. But by making that choice, I lost my entire family for the 2nd time. And now the only thing I'm left with is the awful truth that Alice was right. Beth is gone.
My lawyer could only get us 5 minutes.
I hate her so much, Dad.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna put her down once and for all.
This time I won't stop you.
Well. Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below,
and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video.
Alrighty-o, well that was Batwoman Season 1, Episode 8. Pretty good episode. We lost a character this episode. I feel so bad for Mary. Oh. She didn't do anything wrong, and she... Wow, why would you do that to her, rude? I think it's pretty good decision making there. Like, it was a good way to force. It was a good way to get, like, Kate to change her mind on, you know, taking Alice down and everything. I enjoyed this episode. I just don't really have much else to say about it, because I feel like during the episode I just kind of went with it. What did you guys think? Let me know. And I'll see you in the next one.